Now, as a victim of narcissistic abuse, there is very important things you need to know. So, whatever happened to the narcissist, he wasn't there. So, many years ago in their lives, in their families, where they came from, whatever it is happened, there is things that have happened to them, okay? The narcissists lost themselves around the age of approximately between 5, 7, or maybe a little bit more years in that young age. And they have been struggling with abandonment. Okay, so there is maybe sometimes they was left alone in the house, or there is things that probably their parents did to them. Maybe they was left out in the cold, or they was beaten when they was young and stuff like that. So they have a lot of wounds. They are very wounded little children. Now, these things have traumatized them. Okay, they are kids they are adult little kids. That's if you're dealing with an adult. It's a very adult, immature little child. And they never had the chance to develop emotionally. Okay? So they lost themselves. And whatever it is that happened to them, it has nothing to do with you. So the only role you have played is you walking into their lives, doing the best for them, because even at the very beginning, when you walked into that narcissist life, you noticed there was something going on. There was something missing. There was things they were saying wasn't adding up. There was a way they used to behave. It wasn't making any sense. You would sometimes feel like he was dealing with a very little child, a very insecure little child. Now, as an empath who has been dealing with a narcissist, you have just got to know that you only have been doing your best, because you have been a fixer, okay? You're the one who has been mature, emotionally mature in that relationship. If it has been a relationship, if it has been a friendship, yes, you have been the one who has been emotionally developed. And that wasn't the case for them. So when they was with you, they would temporarily run away from themselves. They have been running away from themselves for the longest period of time. So they have been running away from who they are. They have been running away from accountability. They have been running away. So it's like, for example, you would say something, or they could do something to you, and then eventually they would turn everything around and make it look like you are the one who did that particular thing, and everything was turned upside down to make it feel like you was the one who was causing the chaos. So a lot of victims of abuse, normally they will discover that in that entire relationship, that is if it's a relationship, this person has been punishing you. They have been punishing you for being an emotionally mature person, a person who could wake up and figure out what they are going to do, which direction to go, and the decisions that you wanted to take for every particular day. So they don't have the capability to do that. They are not capable to do that. So in most of the cases, when the narcissist is around you as a very emotionally intelligent person, they have always this thing where they project that feeling, the feeling that they've always had ever since they was a kid. So they have been projecting those feelings towards you. They wanted you to feel exactly how they feel. So when a narcissist is punishing you, it's like most of the times it's a projection. So this whole thing of narcissism, I've told you guys, if you start getting aware of what narcissistic abuse is, you will also start to understand that this whole thing is not personal. Don't really take it personal, okay? You have just been in the wrong place. You have just been with the wrong person. You even didn't know who a narcissist was until you met one. So the pain you have been going through, the traumatic experience and stuff like that, it has been a complete projection. So a narcissist has been punishing you for being who you are, because whatever narcissist is in silence, they are hearing a lot of voices in their heads which are telling them that, okay, that person is different. They are not like you. So it is making them feel some kind of a way, and they don't know how to react. They don't know how to act. And they feel like you're the problem, because how come that you are the way you are and they are doing things or behaving in a certain way? They are using different masks. They keep on wearing different masks for each event, and on each and every single day, there's a different mask for every single day. Now, as an empath who has been in that relationship, remember that you've been the victim, okay? You've been the victim. They will not normally tell you this. They don't want you to know this. They want to hide behind the scenes, and they always want to continue projecting that to you, that you've always been the problem. You was never the problem. The moment you start understanding what narcissistic abuse is, you will also understand that this entire experience had nothing to do with you. And that is going to be your foundation to start healing, because the moment you realize that you have been dealing with a narcissist and you understand what is going on behind the mask, the particular individual you've been dealing with, then you'll understand that you never had a problem. You was just there fixing. And most of the times the narcissist is getting very angry because you are fixing and fixing and fixing. You are helping them. You are doing all these little things. And in their mind, they're like, why is this person able to do these things that I cannot do? So that is what is going on in the narcissist mind. So the entire relationship is an experience where the narcissist is like punishing you. You are going through a lot of pain. You don't know what you're dealing with. You're trying A is not working. You try B is not working. All the options you've been trying in those entire relationships, they haven't been working. That's because you've been dealing with a person who doesn't have the ability to process the same way, and the things that you can be able to process in your own mind, they're not able to process those things in their own heads, because, like, again, it all comes back to that little 5-year-old child, and sometimes you may even be confused. You are dealing with a narcissist who is already 50, but they stop maturing emotionally at the age maybe 5, 6, or 7, or maybe even sometimes 8 years. So they never had the chance to process things from the moment they lost it all, and they have not been able to develop and grow immaturely. So they live all throughout their lives trying to project that energy outside of them onto somebody else. Is the reason as to why sometimes you have a confrontation with a narcissist and they are going to steal your energy. They are going to make you feel some kind of a way. And at the end of the day, you're going to see them with a very big smile. And now you're thinking that, why has this person done something to you? And all of a sudden, they're feeling very good about themselves. They're feeling very powerful. They're energetic, and they're moving up and down all over the place. It's just because they have been able to take that projection outside of them onto somebody else. So now you are the one who has been carrying the entire weight of that particular narcissist. So you see, one of the things you have to realize, empaths, is that narcissistic abuse is not personal, okay? Don't take it very personal. The only thing you need to do is to have awareness, educate yourself and have awareness, and try to understand what is going on behind the mask, behind that mask that they're not showing everybody. You are the one who knows. Many people don't know that. So it's a completely different person you're dealing with, okay? It's a very little child, like I've said, and we all know that a little child doesn't have the ability to think for themselves. They can go around doing things upside down and they think everything is okay, but that's not what it is. So for them to be able to run away from who they really are, they had to find a subject. It was an object. You was the one in the picture. So they had to now project a lot of negative energy towards you so that you can feel exactly the way they feel. Because we also understand that a narcissist is a person who is always in resentment. They're always in revenge mode. It's like they want to revenge whatever is going on in their lives. They want to revenge that energy onto somebody else. So they want anybody else who is around them to take accountability for their actions and for the things they do. So it's why always when you call them out, they're going to go in rage. They're going to run around and throw tantrums like a very little child. That is because you have told them something. It's like you're trying to force them to look at themselves in the mirror. So it has been a game. This whole thing has been a game. They have been running away from accountability for the longest period of time. The same thing that has happened to you is the same thing that also happened to the victims before you. And that is the same thing that has happened to the victims who was there before the victims before you. So it has been a cycle, and they cannot run away from that cycle. They are living in a very dark bubble. There's nothing you can do. It is not your fault. Ladies and gentlemen, wake up from it, get out of it, go out there, heal, and live your best lives. I hope this video gives you some insights of what is going on in the narcissist's mind and why are they projecting all this energy onto you. They have been punishing you for the things or the behavior that has everything to do with themselves as individuals. It has nothing to do with you, okay? So drop us a comment, like the page, share, and subscribe. You guys know I do love and appreciate your support. Please book a session if you want to. You might as well donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description below. And until then, I'll catch you guys in my next one. There's almost signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.